Hello, you all. It is Tace. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. I don't know if you can hear that dog. There's a dog in the distance that's barking. It was literally quiet. And every time I get put in my mind, oh, it's quiet, make a video. Early after the meridian, then the sound effects kick in. But I don't want to necessarily say that I confirm that we are in trouble, and I don't want to beat a dead horse because I feel like I'm low-key doing that, but I do want to there's still a few things that I need to say. First of all, I'll start by saying, I don't even know what to call this, but this will be the second time that, so I'm thinking one lady, she identifies as an ex-witch. Like basically, she didn't know she was a witch, but basically her family, like the women of her family, they are basically witches and warlocks. And another woman is big on energy, so she'll be the type like, oh, my energy or my senses are telling me. So the first lady with the energy, she basically was saying, she's like, somebody is trying to feed your genitals. I'm getting something that y'all, be careful, y'all. Somebody trying to feed y'all genitals. So the first time I heard that, I didn't know how to process it. This was from a video, so to me, I felt like it just came out so randomly. Because the lady, she's pretty funny, because when she talks, and not intentionally funny, but whenever she says something, it'll be so mind blowing, you just can't help but to laugh. And I'm thinking like, oh my goodness. So I click on the video. She's like, y'all be careful, y'all. Somebody is trying to feed your genitals, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And mind you, this was a while ago. I'll say a few months ago, and then I want to say just yesterday. And I just looked at it again. This is why I had to say something about it. And it had nothing to do with the video, but I thought I'd get this out first so I can think. And the second lady who's the witch, the ex-witch, she had a video. I don't know if it was 10 or 20 steps. She's like 10 or 20 steps to get the devil out of your drawers. And and I'm just like, oh my goodness. I nearly dropped the phone. I guess I did drop the phone. If I would have had the phone in my hand, I would have dropped it. But I was like, oh my gosh. Now, like, how do you, like, really? How you get the devil out of your drawers? And I tell you the truth, I don't think anybody wants it. If the devil's in your drawers, then come on now, that's a pretty strong hold. I think they want the devil's hand to be in their drawers, if you ask me. But that's why I was like, man, the title, I was like, oh my goodness, the title alone, I was like, yeah, this is beautiful. But that gave me confirmation that, okay, yeah, that's another. Because again, if the devil is in your drawers, or you need first step, acknowledge that the devil's in your drawers. Second step, slap his or her hand up, and it's like, that's too many doggone 10, even if it's just 10 steps. Like, come on now, the 10 steps too many, and it's like, no, go ahead and let the devil's hand stay there. You get the devil out of your drawers. But yeah, I found that pretty funny. But yeah, it's actually officially confirmed, because it's like the men. I'm thinking most of our demise, and I swear the world will blame it on the women, which the women do play a huge role in the destruction of the world, because it's rumored that both of them are the quote-unquote rulers or the quote-unquote leaders, but it's like, in their condition, it doesn't matter who the leader or the ruler is, we're headed for a slippery slope. And like I say, most can blame the women because it's basically that they're the, what is it, the I don't want to say the ringleader, but they're the main corporates, I guess. Maybe by default or maybe by design, but okay, for the most part, I'm going to have the children, whether we're together or not. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably why more than likely the women, like, okay, if anybody gonna do the job, or if anybody gonna do any destroying around here, let it come from the women first, because you have it firsthand. You got first dibs, basically. So like say, if we flip the coin, who gonna destroy the youth? More than likely, I'm gonna get heads. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I got heads, I'm doing, you know what I mean? And then you can get a hard second. That's where the men come in. Well, I'm not here, and by default, you're going to be stuck with the children. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, whether we're together or not, the women are going to have first dibs on destroying the world, if you will. You see what I'm saying? But don't get it wrong. The men plays a role, either A, by getting out the way, or B, being the fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you see how both parties, are the fucking problem? But I thought I'd say something just specifically on the men, because it's like you're, I don't want to say they're surrendering power, because perhaps they never had it, but there was one, I'm thinking when I see the quote-unquote black man, when I see the quote-unquote black man fighting or getting passionate or basically standing up for what he believes in, quote-unquote, it's either for other groups or it's for his biracial children. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm thinking, and this is what I'm noticing. I'm seeing this with my eyes. I'm seeing this in person. I'm seeing this online. I'm seeing this on the news. I'm seeing this every freaking where. And I think I said, you know what? That's one of our biggest. That's where we reach our demise. Just yesterday, I seen a video of it was Hassan Campbell, and everything was making sense until he got to the part where he started getting passionate about the whole immigration law thing. And I'm thinking. And I'm not saying that you can't be compassionate, because sometimes that is one of our biggest problems too. We're too busy trying to help others when we are in trouble. I can promise you, any immigrants, even if they're getting chased down by ICE, I can promise you they don't need your help though. Yeah, they might want your help because they want you to take. You should be taking the blows for them, just like how they're asking, where are the niggers? You know, exactly. Mind you, now they're asking you, where are the niggers to help them, and they wouldn't even help you when shit are normal. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things like, wow, the nerve. You see what I'm saying? Because they know it's going to be some niggers out there that will jump in front of that bullet. Just like the guy that was crying in front of the school. And that's another thing too. He used him. Hassan Campbell used that dude who I was like, should have been stoned for crying. Talking about some, come on, y'all. And yes, it might be a traumatic situation. But again, where's that same passion for your own trauma? Like I said, your ass is one sneeze from getting blown to hell. You see what I'm saying? So only reason, now I'm not saying you can't be compassionate. If we all getting hit across the head, like, okay, of course we're all hurt. But at the same time, again, if I got a piece of my brain hanging out of my head, how do I have time to stop crying for myself to go run and save you? That's the fucking problem that I have. And I'm seeing, quote unquote, black men do this. They only get passionate when it's when you're fighting for other people. Or you only get passionate when you're fighting for your quote-unquote other children. You see what I'm saying? These quote-unquote black men that call themselves good fathers, they're good fathers to other nations. Their children, if that makes any effing sense. The second one that I seen, now this is 19 Keys, and mind you, and I like these gentlemen. I want to, like I said, I don't want to, but it's like, damn. It's like they're thinking, it's like they're taking what they can. I think 19 Keys, his was more like, okay, because it's like they're like all inclusive, like they include. Now I don't want to say just because you're biracial you're not a part of the crew, but then again I do want to say that a part of me do, because at the end of the day that is another genre. If you want to, you can play both sides of the fence. For instance, if my father is Biden, I'm thinking if I pass the paper bag test, I can identify as quote unquote white or quote unquote non-black. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. When we do these nicknames and it's all about, are you on the winning team or not, or status. Like, are you high class or low class, basically. And that's based off your, whatever you quote unquote identify as. And that's what I'm thinking, like, and if we're taking what we can, the same way the pink people are, that's why you get other people who saying like, oh, I'm quote unquote white. And you'll think, well, first of all, for me, when I'm thinking quote unquote inside and outside of status, I'm thinking like, okay, well, you must be some type of European, or basically, long story short, you're a pilgrim. And I'm thinking if you're not really a pilgrim, you're an imposter. I'm going to identify you as an imposter. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't identify as quote unquote black, because that is just the color. And then if it is status, I promise you, I'm not low class. So it's one of those things where I don't know how to explain it. It's like we're literally like in the middle of a, what is this? I guess Hassan did it describe it as prisoners of war. Well, I think that would be more appropriate as far as the particular position with the predicament that you are in, because you have been colonized, so I guess you would be a prisoner of war. And then not only were you colonized, it's like you were nicknamed, so colonized, and then you became a new creature, if you will, that you, me, her, or nobody recognized. And something not adding up, but for some reason we don't want to identify the elephant in the room. But yeah, and I'm thinking like you just getting what you can, because, and again, I don't want to say just because you're biracial you're not this and that, but a part of me is like, because at the end of the day, as much as we want to take what we can, again, if I'm biracial, quote unquote, that is another genre. You see what I'm saying? Because I have the option. If I want to, I can play both sides of the fence. And I'm not saying that maybe I won't qualify over here or over there, because maybe I don't fit in any of those categories. And that's another reason why that's another genre. I don't fit in with East or West. So I got to create my own lane. Like I say, once you get to remixing and getting cute and fancy, it creates other genres and it creates other. Basically, those are another genres of people. You know what I'm saying? Now again, I can have 1,000,000 children, but if their father is of a nation, you see what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like, you're not really, you know. And then they'll say, oh well, if your dad, you take your dad's blood or your mom's, it comes out of your mom's womb. Man, I'm not trying to hear all that. You're another genre. You can slice it however you want to slice it. You're still another genre. You know what I'm saying? That's another genre of people. And if you don't believe me, there you go to different countries, or if you literally back up and put your glasses on, you're gonna even identify them as another genre of people. And if you don't take your ass to Africa, and you go put some biracial there, they'll show you how it's done. You see what I'm saying? And you do the shit here, and trust me, there's a reason why these men and women go to bleach and wash themselves out of existence. You see what I'm saying? Because they know, damn well, if you keep laying up with Massa, you're gonna become Massa. You know damn well if you keep laying up with Sarah, you're gonna become. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those. If I keep remixing myself long enough, I will become Massa. And I'm thinking that's the point. That's why that's considered a whole nother genre of people. And again, and they have different ways of doing things. Because again, like I said, I have the option to play both sides. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, this them, and then taking on other quote-unquote melanated people, men and women of other nations too. That's another one. So again, if you're in Africa or on the island or something, yes, we may have the same skin tone and the same naps, but we are not the same. You can't say just because we're all dark-skinned, we're quote-unquote black. Indians are dark-skinned, and you call them black and see what happened to you. You see what I'm saying? Those red dot Indians, they can be blacker than anybody you ever met. But F around and call them black, as far as the American Negroes, you might get stoned. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. We gotta wake up and smell the roses. We can't stop taking what you can get. That's what I'm saying. I'm not that desperate. I'm okay with saying it's just me, a pigeon in a dirty sock. Because to tell you the truth, like, and that's another thing too. Let's just say, okay, there it is. We all are the same. You know, whether you're remixed or not, or whether you're Indian or not, whatever it is. But again, if we're all brain dead, I'm not counting you as one of me. You see what I'm saying? So like I say, the numbers are still low, however y'all want to slice it. And I understand our numbers are growing. Our numbers are not growing because we're just in love with the naps. No, our numbers are growing because we're too busy remixing ourselves. That's why. The naps are still flying around, don't get me wrong. But they're flying around in the wrong department, if you ask me. If you turn in, well, I guess, if it could return it. Now, it'd be one thing if it's, okay, I'm remixing myself to bring my naps back. Now, if you're turning the Asians nappy-headed again, then okay. I'm returning back to the naps, because we did used to start off nappy-headed, and then somehow when we spread around across the world, then we become these mutants, called quote-unquote pink people. Yeah, that's another story. But yeah, so to me, I'm looking like we might be a growing population. Like I said, I don't want to say that we're not reproducing, but it's like, are we reproducing in the right department? And again, I would be wrong if I say, no, you gotta be naps on naps. And I'm thinking like, because even with me, I'm looking like these sick niggas, but at the same time, I'm not saying, oh, just because I'm sick, I gotta go climb in bed with Biden or climb in bed with with the oppressor because my people ain't shit. And like, no, it'd just be like, well, we just all in trouble then, because it's like, I see both sides of the fence. So like, this side is rotten, and so is that side. And really, there's a reason why I'm sick in the head today. That's what I'm saying. So if you're brain dead, I'm not counting you as, oh, we got a growing population. No, if we're all brain dead, I'm not counting you on my damn census. Like I say, it's still just me, a pigeon in a dirty sock, if you ask me. So that's why I'm thinking like, yeah, we're in trouble. Cause it's like the whole taking what you can get, and then you got pink people all in the mix, and then they're invited to the barbecue, and I'm thinking, I said, that's where your demise is gonna start and finish. Cause really, that's why you're in trouble now. You got pink people in the mix. Then it came in and got you cornered. Now you're confused. Now you've been overthrown. Now you don't even know where the F you are. And then they're gonna tell you that they're invited to the barbecue. And then once you do invite them and climb in bed with them, you take that as a success. You oh, that's a great, oh wow, I'm winning. And then you swear to God you're winning. And I'm just like, good God. And some people's eyes light up. I don't know if I might as well just throw this in there too. This is another reason too. I might as well throw this part in there. When it comes to the men, this is another thing with the men. Well, I guess say men and women with that homosexuality, that Baphomet spirit. That's another reason. It's like another boom. another nail in the coffin. I'm telling you, it only takes one blow for these nails. You don't have to keep popping it up. Bop, 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 bop. Let's put the nail in this. No, pow. I would say we probably only need, how many nails would a coffin need? We'll say 6 to 8 nails, depending on if you got one of those pointed coffins. We'll just say this is a 4-corner coffin. We got about 5 million nails. We only need 4 nails. Trust me, we got plenty of nails to put the nail in the coffin. But with that homosexual, that Baphomet, faggot ass spirit that these men and women carry, specifically the men. But, because it's like another thing too, and then they'll say, oh, unity. Like the men and women come together, and I'm thinking like, first of all, have you seen the men's saviors? Like the men who worship Kevin Samuels or the Red Pillars or the man, whoever those flimsy ass confused men are. Those are the same men that they turn their nose up at women, because the women ain't shit, of course. Turn their nose up at women. Oh no, that bitch ain't got a job. She's a baby's mama. Basically, she's all of the wrong things. And so, of course, the woman can do no right, because of course she's probably more than likely unemployed or somebody's baby's father or baby's mother. And with that in the back of the mind, when they see the men that are basically out of order, these men, their eyes light up for those men. Their eyes light up, and I've seen it. You don't believe me? You go see it for your damn self. Watch the men when they see a Charleston White come around. I mean, the men are all over them. Like those men, the quote-unquote high-value men, they're all over men like Charleston White, Kevin Samuels, Anton Daniels, and I forgot this man, the Booty Bandit. What's him? I love Booty. They will have that man on the show, the one who loves Booty. They will have him on the show before they have one of these raggedy ass women on their show, because the women are frowned upon. And I'm thinking like, oh, good God. And this is the shit that I be having to witness and look at, and the stuff that people are into these days. I'm thinking like, ooh, yes, this is where that slippery slope to nowhere comes. That's the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and the 9th millionth nail in the coffin when it comes to the whoever these things are these days. So that's why I was like, it's all official. And mind you, I've already established that, but as I'm keep noticing, I'm like, we're done. We're done. And then have you seen Dr. Umar's school? And I'm just, we are cooked. We're cooked. We were already done a long time ago, but it's like, maybe I'm just noticing the brains all over the walls. You know how sometimes you can get kind of deluded. What, was that a car? Hello? You get in a car accident, you just gotta wake up because you flew through the windshield. So, and then by the time you come to, and no, you're not in the hospital. Well, you flew through the windshield, so like you probably somewhere lost at sea. But you come into and realize, oh my gosh, we have reached that brick wall, because those are brains all over the walls. And then you got men, mind you, this is another thing too. And remember how you get men that want to be depressed. I guess some guy, he killed himself on Father's Day. Because I don't know if he didn't get any phone calls, or he came to the realization that he's not really a father, or he ain't the father, whatever the case may be. I don't know. Slide this on my back. Yeah, but he, I guess it's rumored that he took himself out on Father's Day. But then you get men, they'll try to compare. Okay, let's just say, so you have Mother's Day and Father's Day. Now, I can witness, and I don't know if you can witness, but Mother's Day is a big deal for mother. Oh, y'all, Mother's Day, y'all, Mother 6 or Mother 1, the best mother in the world, quote unquote. And then you get Father's Day and you get crickets. And again, remember when I said, whether I'm the best or the worst for the children, more than likely I'm going to have them. You see what I'm saying? Whether we're together or not, I'm going to be the one stuck with the damn children. Because A, I was the one that had them, and B, I'm going to be the one stuck with them. Again, we can be together all we want. More than likely, you're going to say you at work or you're away or you're out, quote unquote. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to be, the man wouldn't dare be at home with the children. Even if you're stuck with the children, you still got, quote unquote, work. So it's one of those things where, for the men out there that want to look like, well, why am I getting crickets on Father's Day? Because for the most part, like, you don't have your fucking children. You don't even know them. You see what I'm saying? They're destroyed because they're left with the mother. And you know that. Because again, can you reach over and say, son, wake up, or daughter, wake up, time for school? And if the answer is no, then that's why. That's why you only get crickets for Father's Day. Now, mind you, I don't believe in pagan holiday. You don't tell me when to worship mom and dad. Because that's an everyday thing. Christmas is every day. Valentine, I love you every fucking day. Not just in February, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got you so conditioned and brainwashed. That's why you were on the slippery slope to hell. Or that's why we already in hell. We just haven't smelled the smoke yet. But that's the problem too, because you don't see yourself, and we're so individualized that we think that my trifle ain't your trifle. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I'm grown. Okay, yeah, you can, but we all got that mentality. That means we all are fucking raggedy. Y'all all look bad. You see what I'm saying? So y'all men who feel like, okay, well, I got 12 babies, I got all the bitches, and that's why your ass don't get nothing for Father's Day, because you got all the bitches, and all these bitches are pregnant out here by you, and you ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? And the 2-3 of y'all that are stuck with your children because you got custody or because you're their only hope, then it's like it's just you, just those 2-3. You see what I'm saying? As far as collectively, like I said, most of y'all men, y'all ain't stunting your children. You're not. Because even if you want to, that bitch won't let me say okay, and that's why you ain't getting nothing for Father's Day. Because the bitch is running everything. You see what I'm saying? She's the one left with the effing children. A, which explains why they're ruined today, and B, which explains why she's the only one that gets flowers for Mother's Day. Okay? You don't even know your freaking children. Are they even on your damn taxes? No. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's another thing. And then you're not going to have them on your taxes because you got to work under the table so the lady don't milk you out of child support. So just, please, that's what I'm saying. We are in trouble. No, we ain't in trouble. We in purgatory. We're not. I guess we just waiting for hell doors to swing back open, because I guess they slammed shut after Biden got in office. The devil was released, and then they said, oh, they opened up a portal, and that's when that devil Biden ended up in president's seat. And then that's what they were like, oh yeah, we got to do something. We got to watch out for the aliens. And I'm thinking like, y'all worried about some aliens? What about the damn alien? You got a whole demon in office, and y'all worried about some damn aliens in the damn sky. And that's I'm telling y'all too freaking delusional. And they think you're gonna last long with that brain dead mentality. I don't claim you. I don't. It's just me, a pigeon, and a dirty sock. Okay? Just me, a pigeon, and a dirty sock. Yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking people they're not seeing clearly. And I can promise you, I'm not taking what I can get. I promise you, on that doggone plane ticket or astronaut ticket, however the hell I'm getting out, me, a pigeon, and a dirty sock. Okay? Yes, make room for me, a pigeon, and a dirty sock. Yeah, I'm not claiming. I don't even know what these mutants are anymore. No. So-called niggers, no, I don't claim them. So-called humans, Lord knows I don't claim them. I don't even think I'm a human. I don't even know what that is anymore. I'm embarrassed to call myself a human. I don't even know what that is anymore. Hello, and I probably haven't been a human this long. And yes, I am confused. I just realized I'm not a human. But yes, no. On a slippery slope to nowhere. We can take what we can get. Our numbers are growing. Yeah, you growing that damn hell line. That's what y'all growing. And then a bunch of brain dead people, and then we all going in the wrong direction. How does that look anyway? Okay, how about this? We're all quote unquote black. And we're also all quote unquote fucked too. You see what I'm saying? Please. You can be, it doesn't matter if we can remix the place all we want, but it's like, that just shows how effed up we are. Our brain damage is showing. You know what I'm saying? Some people think that shit's cute. That ain't. They showing how sick we really are. We're fucking sick. And then you're in bed with your oppressor. You count that as a damn success. You don't won the race. What'd you do? I'm in bed with Biden, baby. We got 12 kids, girl. I'm like, oh God, help us. Yeah, but again, like they say, confusion. Sorcery is confusion. That's another thing too. We're into witchcraft really bad too. We got the, what do you call that? The cankerworm in our eyes, but whatever it is, we have some type of delusion in our eyes, and it's a mix between brain damage, sorcery. So basically, witchcraft. I'm going to put you under a spell, so you can be under my sick delusion when you see me. So basically, under the sick delusion, when you see me, you'll just see me. You'll see me in a beautiful light, so to speak. It's like you won't see the venom. You won't see me. You won't see the knife behind my back. You'll just see me as a sweet angel. I'm just the news. I'm just here to help you. And the whole time I'm out to destroy you, and you won't see the part where I'm or understand the part where I'm trying to destroy you, no matter how obvious it is. So my thing is, if you're not aware of what the hell's going on, or you're not prepared to defend yourself, or you don't know how to sustain yourself, I'm not claiming you. Millions and billions of niggas just literally awaiting the slaughter. Like, come on now. Like, come on. And then they're speaking as if you can trust these people. It's like, my God. And the crazy thing is, here's the thing, and I'm just to go back on the Hassan Campbell, like, and I really do. I will sit down and watch his videos because he has very good points, and he does call people out. But I did not. I had to click off of it. When you getting passionate, and mind you, and I'm thinking with him with Hassan Campbell, I think he's Puerto Rican, so I'm thinking he's heavy on the immigration because he got some immigrant. He swears he's not. But I'm like, the way you caping though, the way you, and again, I'm not saying that you can't be passionate, because some people are passionate. It don't matter if it's me or not. Like, okay, if you're in trouble, you're in trouble. I get it. But again, where are those same tears when it comes for yourself? And I'm not saying he doesn't defend himself or doesn't defend his people, but why are you kicking and scratching for a group that it wouldn't dare kick and scratch for you is what I'm saying. Are those your people getting thrown in that damn bus? That's why you getting passionate. That's why you got to show this nigger that was crying over them. That was another, he over there. I know for a fact he don't cry like that when we get rounded up and thrown into the prisons and the cemeteries. I know he don't cry. I know his nigger ass don't cry like that. Come on, man, come on. And they just started doing that shit. And you already crying like that? You've been going through this shit for centuries and you ain't shed not one tear. I promise you he didn't cry like that. When he witnessed our damn demise. You see what I'm saying? We've been doing this our whole fucking life. You've seen one of us get taken down. In one way, shape, or form, and I promise you, and I don't know you from a can of paint, but I can promise you, the way you were crying, I know you wasn't crying like that for yourself. That's why I'm like, okay, I can't do this with y'all sick niggers. I cannot. If you ain't got that same passion for yourself, what the fuck you kicking scratching for? That means so you don't care about yourself. You care for other people. So that means you ain't no good to me. I'm not claiming these sick niggers. I'm not. You only kick and scratch when there's other people involved. Your ass is drowning. And you couldn't care, like, got water in your fucking lungs, but you want to give yourself the time to spit the water out of your lungs to go save somebody else. What kind of bullshit is this? You ain't kicking and scratching for yourself. So that means to hell with yourself. And I agree, to hell with you. To hell with you. Again, if you're not well, I'm not counting you. Oh, we're expanding. No. The only thing you expanding is that damn hell line. This is the reason why hell exists, because of people like that. Yeah, so, yeah, goodbye. Yeah, so I'm saying, so I just wanted to, yeah, we is in trouble, y'all. And I've said this a long time ago, and I'm gonna say it again. We is in trouble. So, in just in case y'all feel offended if I've said and I wrote y'all off a long time ago, and sold y'all for 2 rusty nickels and a half eating candy bar, you know why. Trust me, it ain't coming out. No, I'm not being unreasonable. Yeah, we're done for. Cause it's like there's literally no hope. Like who you going? Your celebrity. Everybody, these they done sold you out. You look around. Who the hell can you count on? You see what I'm saying? If you're lucky, you can count on yourself. And that's if you're fucking lucky. Okay? People like me, I'm my only damn hope. Because I wouldn't, and I don't want to say I'll never meet somebody like me. Or what I do for people, I can find, basically, if I gave you $1, there's somebody out there to get. I don't want to say that I don't have that, but literally, as far as full circle, like, okay, I actually help you before I harm you. You can count on me. No, I won't hit you across the head. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't gonna be my testimony. When people see me, they're like, yes, I am gonna hit you across the head. Yes, I do. Well, yes, I will be wearing your rope. You see what I'm saying? It'd be one of those things. No, they're gonna harm me before they help me. Trust me, ain't nobody blowing me to the top. And if you are, I can reach that 555-6161. Okay? So that's why I was like, yeah. We is in trouble. And the crazy thing, we don't have to be. All we gotta do is get the calluses out of our eyes, but that makes too much sense. It makes way too much sense. And then that's a cardinal sin too. How dare you wake me up? You know how offended people are if you tell them about themselves? Right, come on now. Please. Yeah, but we need to get come out of this sick delusion. You can't say that we need unity if we're all effed up. The men and women come together, but they're into men. The men enjoy men, but you want them to come together with the women. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're telling you that they don't fucking like you. And vice versa. The women have already become content with chewing on each other. They're literally content with it. Both parties, they fold for the nigga with titties. You don't believe me, mind you. Y'all have to do your own fucking research. But with men, their eyes only light up when other men come around. Okay, you got a man in a dress and a woman in a dress. The men's eyes, they're going to be more interested in what that man with the dress is doing than the woman with the dress. Cause like I say, the woman, she just, I'm sure they don't had her. You know what I'm saying? So she don't count. But that nigga with titties do. He's going to be more appetizing than the quote unquote real woman. And vice versa, a bunch of women in the room. And you got the nigga with titties. And I'm not talking about the nigga with titties because he got a penis. No, the woman, she look like a nigga, but she got titties. And that's what these women want, these faggot ass women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all are fucking twisted. I've seen a lot of beautiful women. I'm going through it right now, and I feel like I'm obligated to say something. I just don't know how to tell them because they supposed to be getting married soon. I don't know. Do I wait till the wedding or what? But you know how they say, if whoever got a problem with these two coming together, and I'm like, and if I don't work up the courage to say something now, I'm gonna have to wait till the wedding. You see what I'm saying? But basically, two beautiful women going to waste on each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, y'all are two beautiful young women. Go get yourself a nice young man. Yeah, and I just need to work up the courage to say it. I need to slap the twats out of their hands. But like I said, you see, they want the quote unquote women that's supposed to be the quote unquote men in the, and I'm just like, good God, y'all, we is in trouble, okay? Well, y'all is in trouble. Yeah, I ain't, like I said, I know how to get out the way. I'm gonna get out the way like Martin Luther King's friends. That's what I'm about to do. About the MLK, y'all. Get right out the way. Hold on, let me scooch 2 steps to the left. Lordy help us. Yeah, but yeah, and this is the shit, and these be the same. Now, mind you, these same people are sitting back waiting at the door or scratching at the window, waiting on Pink Jesus, waiting for a savior. Can't count on yourselves here on the ground. But you think a Pink Jesus, even if I get into that, I'm gonna get angry all over again. But I'm gonna just go ahead and spit it out, just so I can just confirm why we is done. But so basically, here on the ground, I can't count on myself. Can't even count on the pink people here on the ground, mind you. Can't trust them on the ground because they're out to get you. And then you had the nerve to run to the window, look up to the heavens, and wait for a Pink Jesus to bust the sky to save you. So I'm chilling, mind you. The pink man's killing you on the ground, but you want him to save you from the fucking sky, man. And mind you, I can't count on myself here on the ground, but I'm waiting on you to save me from it. Okay. All right, y'all be well and be safe.